Okay, but now there's big topics too. We got big things that happen during the week with Real Madrid and Barca news. We got now a lot of people that are saying that Project Mbappe is happening this season. PSG cannot afford to lose Kylian Mbappe for free. It's 150 million to 200 million or bust. But Real Madrid, if they get Mbappe, they have to pay PSG 150 million to 200 million, and they have to have a close contract to what he's getting at PSG next season. It is 150 million guaranteed. Real Madrid have to go bold with the contract situation. But I fully believe Florentino Perez's vision is clear from my point of view for this summer. Jude Bellingham, number 5. Vini, number 7. Rodrigo, 11. And the number 9, Kylian Mbappe, with signings of Fran Garcia and Joselu that will be remembered as a great summer transfer winner. One of the greatest of the ages, if it happens. I really believe that will be the case. I'm butchering
I know my nose is turning up at it. It seems like I get there's an opportunity here to get him. I get it. I don't know. You again are painting Florentino Perez as an absolute mastermind.
Best football president right now in football for the club.
He got his butt kicked in the UCL and he got his butt kicked in La Liga. I know what he's done previous to that, but we're coming off of one of his worst years on record. In terms of actually piecing together something. So I'm with you. But if you need Mbappe to win La Liga again, you're screwed. If you need Mbappe to be relevant in the Champions League, well, you don't necessarily need that. But at the same time, you just lost Benzema. But yes, I get it. There's a window to probably bring Mbappe in. That could saddle them for years and years to come. They just dropped 100 million on Jude Bellingham.
But I think Mbappe says, like, Mbappe sees the Harry Kane news to Real Madrid, and he says, Harry Kane gets that number 9. I don't get that guaranteed spot next summer. If Harry Kane goes, yes, he'll be like 100 million, and he will be cheaper than Mbappe. But the guarantees, Mbappe, if he goes to Real Madrid, he could be double better than Harry Kane, and longer too. This is really something I really believe.
Okay.
Mbappe at Real Madrid wins a Ballon d'Or. He wins a Ballon d'Or. If he had gone to Real Madrid, maybe that 4-0 game would have been very different. Vini, Mbappe, the potential now. And it's the best opportunity for Mbappe to go at the same time as Kylian Mbappe. And the Real Madrid midfield, Ceballos is going to stay. Kroos staying, Modric staying, Tchouaméni there, Fede Valverde, Camavinga. Like, you have elite players that are still there, and the midfield is what makes you win champions right now. And their midfield is still world-class. Real Madrid's.
It's true. It's true. And the loser in all of this, obviously, is anyone that calls himself a PSG fan, I guess, because PSG, my oh my, the times are a-changing. Mbappe wants out, Messi's gone, Neymar's gone. Well, not yet, but he will be soon. And I know you want to talk about that shortly, but it is absolutely bonkers to me. I know you just said if he moves to Real Madrid, it's the best shot he's got at Ballon d'Or. But my goodness, scored a hat trick in the final, World Cup final. He constantly is a ridiculous threat for PSG. He's constantly one of the best players in the world, Kylian Mbappe, and yet because he did not hoist that trophy, he will not be a Ballon d'Or winner this year. Even though statistically, looking at it, my goodness, Kylian Mbappe is just one of the best out there, right? Obviously, you've got Erling Haaland, you've got Lionel Messi having, a throwback and winning it with Argentina. But when it comes down to it, Kylian Mbappe, it's very clear, and it was always clear. Kylian Mbappe's best chance at winning a Ballon d'Or, the longer he stays at PSG, even if Messi and Neymar stayed around, would have been with France and in a World Cup year. That's it. So yes, I agree that he has to go to La Liga. He has to go to Real Madrid in particular if he's going to win a Ballon d'Or, because the longer he stays at PSG, it ain't happening. And last I checked, the World Cup only happens every 4 years.
It's true. It's true. And this season, going with what you said, most goals in 2023 right now, it's Haaland with 28 and Kylian Mbappe with 25. Again, Mbappe, go to Real, so this changes. And you win maybe a Ballon d'Or, and you solidify yourself as the best player in the world. A lot of power moves are being done.
Huge.
The Ballon d'Or is an open grabs since Lionel Messi has left the Europe and Cristiano Ronaldo's left Europe. This new era, it's all up for grabs. And the front runners, Neymar, Haaland, Mbappe, like it's all up for grabs. But I want to say, Nacho, I want to give a special mention to Nacho, captain. Nacho, extended until 2024. He's won 23 trophies at Real Madrid, and he's been at the club since 2007. Nacho is a true Madridista that can adapt to playing fullback and center back, and he feels Real in his veins. And that's what you need. The culture needs to stay. And the longest player to stay at Real Madrid. That's why he's the captain. That's how you become the captain at Real Madrid.
Giving some love to a player that you just don't hear a lot of Real Madrid fans giving him as much love as you just gave him. And I think it's deserved. I like it. I like what you're doing here. We should do that once a week. We should pick an under the radar player and give him a little love because Nacho deserves it. But I was just thinking, why not not go Harry Kane, not go Mbappe. Why not Roberto Firmino? Why not bring him in? You've got Joselu and you got Firmino. So wait it out a year, get Mbappe. I mean, it's not for free, we know that, but get Mbappe as cheap as you most possibly can, because it seems Mbappe wants Real Madrid, and he's willing. He's already said he's willing to wait a year. And when it comes down to it, don't go for Harry Kane. Roberto Firmino would fit in very nicely at the Bernabeu. Tell me I'm wrong. I mean,
I think Firmino compares with Joselu and Harry Kane with Mbappe. I think they're two distinguished type levels. And I do get you.
Well,
I do get
depth.
you. I think it's interesting, Firmino. I would love to have seen Firmino with Ancelotti in that style of play. But Mbappe number 9.
Firmino, the Brazilian trio until Mbappe comes in 2024. I like it. I like it. You got Vinicius, Rodrigo, and Firmino up front. We all know Firmino can drop. He can play. I mean, he's every bit what Ancelotti would like before Ancelotti, goes off to do some big things.
It's true. And Fran Garcia is a transfer. I think Fran Garcia in 2-3 years' time will be remembered much more. He's already being called up for the Spanish national team, and he was very good in La Liga last season. Very, very good offensively, and defensively, he is reliable too. I really like this transfer. Again, learning in this winning culture. You got players that are brewing that are elite. Antonio Blanco that we're going to mention more forwards, maybe if he gets a chance. Or an Arribas too. There's a lot of talents too from La Fábrica. Álvaro Rodriguez that can learn from a lot of players too in this scheme of things. But Real Madrid's moving a lot in the market. But at the other side, we do have big moves by the other team. That is Barcelona. Gundogan, Ilkay Gundogan. Pep Guardiola's first signing that just cost him £25 million. A Man City legend is joining Barcelona, and the Barcelona midfield is officially world class with Gundogan coming in as an option. They can have playing in midfield Barcelona, Gundogan, Frenkie de Jong, Pedri, that in my opinion will solidify himself as one of the best midfielders in the world next season, Gavi, Kessié and the bench role. And I still believe they need to get a CDM. Kimmich impossible, and Zubimendi very difficult to convince. So I'm very curious to see what they're going to do at CDM. But Barcelona, Breton, are 3 positions away of becoming an official Champions League contender from my point of view. Do you agree with that?
Well, yeah. Three positions. Well, yeah, I agree with the statement. There is still work to do. There is definitely still work to do. I agree with that statement. But no, Gundogan is just a massive, massive signing. And if I hate even comparing Gundogan to a transfer level of like a Christensen, but like them picking up these shrewd, well done, financial masterpieces that will give so much more than they actually cost. Is just absolutely huge for the predicament, I guess you could say, that Barcelona's in. And they got to continue to be absolutely smart. But Gundogan, how can you complain about it? He's still 32, or he's not just 32, but he is 32, and he's still mobile. He's coming. I guess that's the only issue you can think of. I mean, do you think there's going to be a cooling off period? Wow, I just got out of Pep's vice. I'm coming off of a treble, and I don't know. I don't play my best. They call that what? transition period. I don't know. But Gundogan, there's no way to paint this in a negative light. I can try all I want to, but Gundogan to Barcelona is massive, and I think he's going to be a fan favorite easily.
And it's too, like, what Xavi's doing in terms of players developing too. Xavi ball is very real because in the terms of defense, Barca's got one of the best defense in the world. Pedri's a much better player. Gavi's a much better player. Balde, he's one of the best left backs already in the world at the age of 19. Balde's development with Xavi should be focused a lot more. And I think the Barca lineup next season, the defense is sorted. Ter Stegen, then you have Conde at the right, Christensen, Ronald Araújo, and Balde. Then CDM, still doubts, but midfielder options with Pedri, Frankie de Jong, Gundogan, Gavi, that's elite. And then 3 forwards, Lewandowski there, Dembele, Vitor Roque may be arriving in December. Elite choices in my view, and Rafinha and all this. Fati and Ferran Torres, still doubts too in the lineup. So it's... if you look, remember when we were saying that Xavi was a great fit for Barcelona? The tape is out there. Go see, like 1-2 years ago, we were saying that. And to see now the confirmations that the biggest threats to Man City in the Champions League for me, it's Real Madrid and Barcelona next season. Xavi will make a much different Champions League campaign this time. And let's hope Ronald Araújo, Christensen, Conde, none of them get injured. Because that's what it can't happen. Just can't happen. And I'm so scared of that possibility. And then
and I think they are playing Xavi ball, but we have to remember Xavi is still a very young manager.
True.
Very, very young manager. And he doesn't seem like the manager that's bullheaded in the sense of banging your head against the wall expecting a different outcome. So my guess is Xavi's going to be learning from his mistakes last season, which, come on, you ran away with La Liga. You got to be pretty happy with that. Okay, the disappointment was where? Europa League / Champions League. Got it. Moving on. You've got Champions League football this year. You're probably going to be able to build this team much more in your light. You're doing it incrementally instead of with this massive transfer kitty that you can spend anywhere you so choose. I mean, this is like, I don't know, the world's best football manager challenge. You're a legend of the club, and you're trying to build it back to its once former glory. I love it. I love it. So I'm in agreement
with Barca.
Yeah, go ahead.
If Neymar goes to Barcelona and he plays at left wing, different because he doesn't have the same speed, but he's still a world-class player. If they win the Champions League, Neymar wins the Ballon d'Or?
Oh, my gosh. You with the hypotheticals. I mean, probably. I don't...
That's what Neymar needs to do. Please, Neymar. That's what you got to do.
I'm sorry I don't have a better take for you here. I just feel like Neymar just needs to stay healthy and find a place again.
That he's happy. And that Barcelona,
he's happy.
Neymar is happy. And with Xavi as the manager, please reinvent him as a player with Neymar, Lewandowski, and Dembele. If Gavi can play in the wing role if it's needed. And then in midfield, Frankie, Pedri, Gundogan, Kessié to CDM. So many options with Xavi coaching too. Neymar. Yeah. Now's the time. Now is the time. But put down below in the comment section your thoughts about El Clásico, Real Madrid, Barca transfers. We want to know what you think and if Barcelona are Champions League contenders in the near future.